What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Factless Football Show, where we do not go off of stats or logic. A lot of times, it's just over emotional fans giving sadness and upset, and we're the GM, the coach, the defensive coordinator, the owner, the mayor, and we know what's best for these teams. I am your host, Corey. This is my co-host, Courtney. I am your resident Colts fan, so we will definitely be talking about them. And here we have our resident Steelers fan.
We still suck.
Hashtag save Canada.
I'm gonna send you to Pittsburgh so they can kill me.
So I guess we'll deal with me first.
Yeah, you're gonna take one. Mine's a usual, you're a banger. So how's your quarterback? At least you got your running back back.
Which was the craziest thing.
Maybe it was a trade-off.
I'm starting to think so. I'm genuinely starting to believe.
Maybe like the Angels are like, you can have.
You can't have both.
Yeah.
You can't have immediate happiness. It's like you're gonna have to struggle. So apparently, which is crazy because I have two running backs, both very good, but my quarterback, for some odd reason, feels like he has to do everything himself. Which is crazy because you got your main running back back, which I was so happy about. We have Zach Moss, who's showing that I don't care about this man's contract. I'm running the ball. You have those options. You don't have to do this. My joy is shattered right now. I sat here watching this game, and every time for a while, I was like, oh, okay, he took a sip. Oh, he got back up. Okay. I saw him lay on that floor. I saw him like, I was like, this dude, man.
Remember when I was like, if Tua can stay healthy, the Dolphins will make the playoffs? I'm starting to think if your quarterback can stay healthy.
Funny, he's a rookie. That's the worst part about
this. But you're what? 2-3?
3-2. We beat the Titans. So we're tied with the Jaguars are first because they beat us.
Unless Minshew Mania runs on
revenge. Yeah, he's going back to Jacksonville.
Maybe
so
he wants a starting job with the Colts.
Listen,
he's like, hey, if you can get hurt, I'm your guy. I'm glad my quarterback can dive and slide.
Courtney, I looked at Hurts yesterday, and I'm like, wow, look at this. Slid, got out the way. Even when he got hit, he just kind of like gingerly went down. Like he wasn't trying to. No, my quarterback was just falling all over the place. I'm like, bruh, you're not a running back. Like, and my thing is, I don't think he's injury prone. I think he just makes terrible decisions.
He's just stupid.
I feel like he feels like I'm 6'4", 240-some pounds. I can run like a gazelle. I'm bigger. You're not bigger than a linebacker. No. You're not bigger than a linebacker. The
quarterback that got away with that was Ben.
And it lasted him for a bit, and that's in your division.
Got him 2 Super Bowls with a
murderous. That's what I was in your division. Ours isn't like that, but I think he feels like he is stronger, or his body is tougher than what it is. It is not. Has 3 levels, and it's only week 4.
Yeah.
Where
and he's gonna be out for a period of time. They don't know exactly how long.
Keep on rest season. I don't care. I'm tired of this. I'm already tired. My optimism in my receiver still disappears. Pierce. He still disappears. Pittman is fine. I guess he's all right. Our tight end, everybody. It's like my quarterback can't just get out. You're not going to take on 2 people.
No,
no one will. Josh Allen barely does it. And when he dips, it's over for him. Hurts is like, I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing this game. Lamar just be doing the same thing. He just be running over people like some odd reason. I don't know why. But now it's different if it's just regular, his non-throwing shoulder. It's his throwing shoulder. So my argument is like, what's the point? Like, you really want to be a running back that bad? Have at it. You can't be a receiver because even though you're fast, you clearly can't take hits.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. You're in a perfect position. Your running back is there until your running back is there for another 3 years. which means by the time he's ready for his contract, they can just move him up out of here. They don't ever care. Fair enough. You got your money. The only slight benefit I see is maybe if we just lose the rest of the way out, we'll get a high pick. That's it. I don't.
That's a bold statement when you got other teams also losing.
I didn't expect it.
You got other people still losing.
I expected the Cardinals to be number 1. I expected the Texans to be at least number 2, and I expected us to be 3. Not the Bears, just saying.
You got Bears, Jets, maybe. That's still 50-50.
You got the Cardinals, the Bears, the Giants. Because right now the Giants are doing that too. The Raiders are in that group too.
Panthers.
I forgot about the name. No good. Well, they're not going to get a quarterback.
Well,
I'm not concerned about that.
Well, what's the name has their pick anyways for the second?
They
whatever.
do.
So
okay, I'm not
really,
worried about them.
It doesn't
okay.
really matter, but
yeah,
it would just benefit the Bears. That's really it.
Yeah, it does. The Bears have the first 2. Bears have I think it's the Cardinals or the Panthers pick.
Yeah,
one of them.
So wherever they land, they just have to suck it up to get.
This is mad complicated because I feel like we're going to be in the middle of the pack again.
You are.
And not because
even if your quarterback's out, you still got Mitchell. He's going to be trying to win games at least. Make himself look good enough just in case the Colts are like, we need a quarterback. He's here. He's already proven.
Can I make it just a general statement?
Yeah, sure.
If this was still frame right, I would be in more pain than I'm feeling right now. Just because I'm like, we're still in the middle of the pack. But I like my coach. I do. Look at the game. Like, he's called great games. He knows what he's doing. It's just not the one problem, but the problem that we shouldn't really have. Like, I thought that his accuracy would be wrong. I thought that was going to be the problem. No. It's the dude thinks he's literally Cam Newton, Josh Allen, and Big Ben all wrapped into one. He thinks, oh, people tell me I'm faster than him. And no, you're not. Stop. You're only 21. Stop. You're not going to make it to 25. Stop. I'm not saying you're dying. It's not that. I'm sorry. Let me correct. Your career won't make it. Because by the time your next contract comes, your body's going to be so broken down already. Colts are going to be like, guess we're drafting again. And I don't know when Arch Manning comes out, but guess what? You're my guy.
He's going to be like.
I'm like, no. You're not going to play like him. We tried that. It doesn't work. I'm like, it's not happening. I just can't. I was so happy. You saw my happiness when Taylor. We got the squad. Everybody's locked and loaded. This dude said, oh, Moss can run it. So can I. No, you. Just slide. Even if you take some losses. Take a yard or two. Whatever. Who cares? Just do better. Stop it. You have a mother. You have a brother. I don't think they want you injured and hurt. Maybe I need to appeal to your emotional state, your family state. Just I can't take it. Every time I watch a Colts game, I hope that he gets up. Do you have that problem? No, right? You wanna know why? You're smart. Your offensive coordinator might be a retard.
Hey, that's my language.
I'm sorry. Do I? What?
I'll just leave it to you.
That copyright gonna be crazy. I'm just on paper. I was so excited about the Jaguars game too. I was like, we got the Mets. We got the whole squad's ready. Oh yes, we got. No, I can't just have nothing. No. He might. I don't. Minshew's good to back up, right? I think that's been proven. Whenever he's a starter, it eventually it collapses.
And he just goes on a winning streak enough so your quarterback come back and then you just have to take it.
The argument now is if he comes back, do you allow Richardson to play? You see my point? Because if you're in a winning streak and you know at any given point this dude gonna try to hurdle somebody, he's like he falls like my ankle. I'm like, if he does it, I'm like, yo, don't.
Like we're drafting another quarterback.
You get
like we drafting
another one immediately because you're stupid. I'm giving you to somebody else because I'm not playing this game with you. One more. The other part, and it's not going to happen, but let's say we ended up having an opportunity to get Caleb Williams or Marvin Harrison, and my quarterback's doing stupid stuff like this. I'm not going to lie to you. there's a valid argument to be made where I'm just getting Caleb Williams and I'm giving Anthony Richardson to somebody else. I would.
I know, but
I would.
they won't.
Here's why. It's Caleb Williams. He's not.
They would take the receiver. They wouldn't take the receiver because they drafted him to be their franchise.
Yeah, healthy one.
It's his rookie year. Rookies make mistakes. I mean, not mine, but
I'm sorry. Time out. I need to address this. Rookie makes throwing mistakes, interceptions,
I know,
reading a defense wrong.
They literally just
reading coverages
him.
wrong, overthrowing, throwing the ball too hard, not processing. I can forgive that.
Literally just drafted him. I don't think unless he comes back and goes juke, and then
that's what I'm worried about.
But if he comes back and he's fine
for the rest of the year,
even if you do have that low draft pick, they're not going to draft Caleb Williams. They'll draft a receiver if they're at that. If they're at like the
go ahead.
One or two, because they would honestly have to be at 1 or 2 to get with the receiver.
Of course.
So say like they are say for some odd reason they're 2. Whoever's 1 is already gonna take Caleb.
It depends who that one is.
I know, but if they're these teams.
It's not the
outside
Panthers.
Of the,
I forgot. Yeah,
I was gonna say outside of the Panthers.
Yeah.
The rest of these teams generally need
a quarterback. Yeah.
Outside the Jets, because I don't see them drafting Caleb. And
if they draft Caleb, he's not gonna sit.
That's what I'm saying. So outside of the Jets, even if the Jets somehow end up at 1, they would probably take the receiver.
Yeah.
And then Caleb wouldn't go to the Colts. That's what I'm saying. Even if you guys just plummet somehow, and your quarterback still is doing good without the injuries, like he's not doing anything ridiculously stupid, you would end up drafting more than likely the receiver, not Caleb. Now, unless he comes back and he's like, look what I can do, and he's just moving around and he's like folded on the ground, then I could see the argument if they're at the top 5 picks and they're drafting
the thought in my head. I'm like, I don't even know if you're playing next year. It's like clearly I need to sit you.
That's what I'm saying. If they look at it like, what is idiot doing? And they're like, okay, we have, even if it's a top 3 pick.
Of course.
If they're not 1 or 2, they're not getting Caleb with the receiver, so they would just have to draft another quarterback. If that's
a lot. No, I hear you. A lot has to go. Those first 2 picks, a lot have to go into who's there.
Yeah.
If it's the Bears,
they're gonna do Kate. Okay.
A lot has to go with that because it's the Bears can get a quarterback and a receiver all in one shot, and they still have DJ Moore. So good Lord help everyone else. And then they'll just ship off Fields.
Yeah.
If they for some reason think, okay, it wasn't Fields, it's the coach, and they keep Fields,
they're still going to draft the receiver.
No, dang it, I forgot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No matter how you look at it, the Colts will have to plummet so bad that they end up with their 1st or 2 pick. Because if they're number 3 or 4, Williams and Harrison Jr. are going to be gone. It doesn't matter who's there. That's like, even if the Bears are 1 and they go, we're going to keep Fields for another year, they're going to draft the receiver, and then Caleb will probably go 2nd to whoever.
No, I know. It's just...
Or vice versa, they'll just get both. Or
That's
what I'm saying. Regardless of how you look at it, you would have to be 1 or 2 to get one of them.
All right, we won 3 games. We're good.
That's not how that works.
Go everyone else.
That's not how that works.
All right, go ahead.
Or you cry.
I'm going to. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't
Steelers,
deal with
this. It's going to be quick, as always. We still suck. We just lucked out because the Ravens receivers dropped like 8 balls.
8.
Lamar threw a pick and then fumbled. That was a game-winning fumble for us. Offense still can't produce. And we got if it wasn't for Boswell, we would suck even worse than we already did because he's literally scoring half, if not majority, of our points just by making field goals. Like we get to a point and then we don't get an end zone. Obviously, the fans in the stadium were chanting "Fire Canada."
Of course.
Pickens to Pickens. I'm happy as always. I need more of that, and I need you guys to somehow, during the first 3 quarters, score points so you guys aren't giving your fans a stroke and a heart attack and a brain aneurysm all in one motion.
Oh wow! Not a
defense,
brain
as always, I'm happy with. We would have got blown out. Those receivers weren't dropping the ball.
Yes,
more
you
than
would
likely.
have.
But they did what they had to do. Thanks to also the Ravens for messing up. Actually, I did find out that the receivers coach for the Ravens was having his players catch with a rugby football instead of a normal
football,
so
yeah.
that they was like,
Their hands are wider. Oh, yeah.
dropping. I was like, I support you. Thank you for that.
You're getting fired
Yes.
for that logic.
I don't know why you would do that, but I appreciate
Yeah, because they're bigger.
Yeah.
So now you have the ball. It's coming
Yes.
right through. Yeah, that's what what is it, Aguilar? He tried to catch
Yeah,
it,
and they were
but
right.
instead of like this, man's hands was like wide
Yep.
open. I'm like,
I appreciate you for doing that.
oh man.
It's our bye week. I'm honestly thankful for that because I don't know if I can take another week of stress in 5 weeks in a row. So, bye week, we'll see what happens when they come back. I doubt he's going to fire Canada during the bye week, but we in Steelers Nation hope and pray that he fires Canada, or at least figure out a different play calling scheme because we need something to produce points.
A spark or something.
Yes, I mean somehow we're at the top of our division. That doesn't say much.
It does not.
It does not. Obviously, Ravens will probably get better if the receivers start dropping stuff.
Yeah.
Browns, I don't know what they're gonna do. Bengals was a juggernaut.
Yeah, they're slowly. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna last like this.
Yeah, I'll see how they are. As the year progresses. But so far, we're top of the division. I didn't think we would be, but I'll take it. And then whenever bye week ends, we'll see what happens with the rest of the season. We can't continue not putting up points because even if some magical way we stay at the top of the division, because we're 2-0 already, which is good. Yeah. We haven't faced the Bengals yet at all. And then we saw the Ravens and Browns again.
Yeah.
And then the rest, I forgot what the rest of our schedule is looking like, but they need to put up points. And even if they don't score in one of the quarters, the rest of the three need points on the board. And not just, I get it, if it's field goals once in a while, they get close, they get stopped, I'm going to keep the field goal.
Yeah.
But keep going and then stopping and not scoring touchdowns is not going to do it, especially if we can sneak our way into the playoffs or wild card. We're going to get the doors blown off of us and we're going to get thrown around
destroyed
by all these high cards. The Bills, I'm still not really worried about. Against my team, we beat them before. Yeah. So I'm not too worried. It's like Chiefs and
the teams that will
crackhead
dissect
Dolphins. Yeah, those. That's what I'm more concerned about. But like I said, they got to score.
Yeah, you do. You do.
They got to score points and not just keep going 3 and outs and messing things up. But Pickett's. We need more of that. So hopefully.
It's funny you say that. It's like we need more of it, but it's like.
Everyone's like, we need more Pickett's. That's what guys' combination was in college. That's what we're kind of expecting in the NFL. We need everyone to produce. Running game, tight ends, other receivers. We need plays. Where?
Yeah, I get it.
He's a deep threat.
Yes,
he can catch. we all seen last year what he can do. We see it from spurts this year when he gets the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I get. No, you're right. I 100% agree with you. Your offensive coordinator is kind of basic.
Oh yeah. And when they showed when Kenny Pickens, the quarterback, I should say. He called that wasn't audible, it was like a line protection.
Yeah.
So he was ran to slide to the right.
Yeah.
When he threw the touchdown, obviously they panned to the
box.
No
excitement.
They was score. Everyone was like, let's go. He was just like,
how dare you score? I'm like, that could be a red flag.
Well, clearly it wasn't an audible.
Yeah.
It sounded like he made an audible. It made just sound like he moved the line to protection right.
Can I make it?
But everyone's like,
can I make it a set?
Sure.
He's mad because his original play isn't the thing that scored the touchdown.
Probably.
that's
Someone said Kenny should do what Ben did
audible.
At one point. Start calling audible. So I think I forgot what season it was or game was. He was I'm sorry, it's static, can't hear you.
Yeah.
And then just did his own
because he has a thing on him.
Yeah. So Kenny should just start calling. They should allow Kenny or tell him, hey, if you don't like the play call, you don't like the read. Audible,
just
do your own thing and let's see if that works for you better.
You might as well because right now
until we can figure out getting rid of Canada or just do like a workaround. He should just do what Ben does.
Yeah.
Ben's like, nah, 2-minute drive and call my own plays.
Might as well.
McKinney should just like some plays I'll keep, other stuff I don't like it. If you're telling me to run the ball in shotgun formation,
Yeah.
like 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
Audible to play to something else. If you don't like the read, audible to another.
I mean, that's the best option for him because what the original stuff ain't working.
Yeah, so it's like we literally have nothing to lose.
No, you don't.
So it's like just call your own stuff.
Yeah.
Like just be like, all right, this drive I'll call my own plays. Let's see what happened. All right, first drive of the game. Let's see what it looks like. All right, Candace calling blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's not working. Audible out. Next drive. Candace like run this. He's like bite me. I'll run my own stuff. And if it works, and if we start driving down the field, even if we get stopped,
I think it'll also give him more confidence as a quarterback.
Yeah.
At least he knows now, okay, at least his teammates know, okay, well, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then you can get rid of him.
That's the thing. I think the team already has confidence in him.
Yeah.
It's just the play calling. Like when Pickens gets mad, he's like, throwing the ball, he's like, dude, play call.
Yeah.
Like, he told me this is what I'm doing.
But I think that's the thing. Like, if you, I have confidence that he knows what he's doing. I think he has to have that cojones to be like, I don't care about you anymore. They're not going to fire me. They're going to fire you.
Yeah.
Regardless of how this
like,
goes.
I might have one more year before they decide to fire me.
If
but
I prove that I can do this, they're going to kick you out.
Yeah.
If we suck, they're going to kick you out. Either option, they kick you out. So it doesn't, that's my point. I'd rather him just take the shot.
Yeah.
And go for it. I was going to decide which the next one I want to talk about before we wrap this up. It was the Jets and Broncos. You know, I was like, I don't think that game was even, I get it. He made his comments.
Yeah.
And it's this hype thing. I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Jalen Hurts made that comment.
Yeah.
And then it all came in to beat the Eagles. I'm like, okay, it's the Broncos. They're already bad. I don't really count that. But let's talk about them boys. Briefly.
Okay.
I'm going to just make a quick assessment of the situation. Yes, it was a team loss. But Dak Prescott doesn't really have that killer instinct whatsoever. You look at any quarterback, Burrow, Hurts, Herbert, Mahomes, well, your guy when he gets a better help.
Like
Allen, yeah.
Like he's like at the line.
Allen, yes. Allen, Trevor Lawrence, they killer people. He doesn't have that. I saw this guy throw a pick. He just like, he just walked off. I'm like, bro, you smiling? I get people say his character, tangibles, all those stuff. But he's not a killer. And in this space, dealing with teams like the 49ers, the Eagles, AFC, pick a team. It's like you need to be a killer. It's nothing to say you beat up the Giants. Clearly everybody's doing that.
Literally.
It's nothing to, you lost to the Cardinals because you say you underestimated them. I don't get how you do that, but fair enough. You beat up on teams that aren't good, and then you flex.
Yeah. Like
you're that team. And then you run into a team that basically threw you up against the locker, hung you upside down, shook get your change out, say I'll be back tomorrow. It's like that's what happened. I think even worse now, even more now, I see how little of a killer he is. And I think last night just showed it in the grandest way possible. Like I said, if they would have lost by a field goal, I'm like, all right, you kept it close. It wasn't even close. So that's why I say, even if, let's say they won yesterday by a field goal. Okay. Playoff time. They're getting the doors blown off them.
I still feel like they'll probably win. Well, they won't win the division. They'll be like second.
Yeah, Eagles are gonna win that division now.
And if they sneak into like wild card, as of right now, I don't see them beating the Lions. They're not beating the 49ers or the Eagles. Probably not even the Vikings. Vikings will be 50-50 if Jefferson's healthy.
Has Vikings won a game? Yeah, remember? They don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
I think the only team that hasn't won is the Panthers. Vikings won
That's
one.
true. Yeah, they won one.
So,
well, it is the NFC, so they could somehow, if they go on a
not exactly a star-studded
conference.
Section,
yeah, no.
It's not like the AFC. I'm like, you ain't making it. I'm like, you. That's like you're not beating the Lions, you're
Yeah.
not beating the Eagles, you're not beating the 49ers.
No, you're not.
Even if you just lost. I know the Cowboys have literally the Eagles, the Chargers coming up. I forgot who the other two.
Commanders.
Yeah, I don't care about that. If you lose the Commanders, I'm like, just wrap it up.
They could lose that game to Commanders.
So, like I said, I don't care about the Cowboys.
I don't, but
if I see them lose, I just go, looks about right. If I see them win, depending how they want, I go, whatever.
Depending on who they play.
Yeah. Dak is. I'm pretty sure he'll find another job outside of that.
That sounds
someone
crazy.
who will, and someone will bring
Oh,
him in.
that's because his contract is up. They have to
they're gonna have to
do
pay
it,
him.
but they could pay him a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you can't pay someone a lot of money
I
that's
don't
losing
think
games like this. That's not how that works.
How the rest of the season goes.
Yeah.
If they sneak into Wild.
Yeah.
If they just get, if it doesn't matter how. I don't even think it matters how they lose. They can lose by 50. They can lose by 2, 1, 3, a touchdown.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Just
they're gonna
losing,
lose. Yeah.
They're not gonna pay that. They're gonna go. Well, we'll just bring someone else in, or we'll try out Trey Lance or Cooper Rush, or they'll go and draft draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
You can try to probably get Kirk Cousins. If the Vikings want to get rid of him, I mean, Fields will more than likely be a free agent. They can try.
Fields sounds good.
Yeah, they can try for Fields.
My other thing is that I don't think Mike McCarthy should be the coach either. I think if you're going to bring a new quarterback, you got to get rid of him. Because that play calling looks atrocious.
I mean, Jerry Jones could just go
cut bait,
clean slate. He can get rid of.
He could.
He's clearly not. He's not going to pay Dak if they don't win the playoff game.
Not even that. In order for Dak to get paid the amount of money he wants, it's going to be NFC Championship or Super Bowl.
We'll say that.
Which is not at all. Yeah. Not at all.
I feel like they're gonna cut. They're just gonna say we're not paying. I'm not paying you. You haven't produced.
I don't blame you.
And then McCarthy, 50. Honestly, I still think it's 50-50 if he gets cut or not. Like I think they have other options to pursue at quarterback.
They have.
It's just a matter of
who's gonna.
Yeah, who's gonna want to? I mean, I'm pretty sure someone will sign with Dallas.
The Lions offensive coordinator. I can see him taking that job. Actually, let me put it this way. There's 2 openings that could come up where he would be great. Chargers and Dallas.
Yeah, I would probably.
I would not have Dak though as my quarterback. Herbert is obviously.
Yeah,
I'm keeping Herbert. I don't care what nobody says. But yeah, I would do Chargers. Dallas, unless they keep Dan Quinn as defensive coordinator and they just let him, and he'll hire his own smart offensive person. But he's so bad. It's just like so.
Someone will still sign Dak because
probably a backup.
I think a starter. I don't know who, but I feel like somebody because depending on what you do.
No, somebody will sign him.
Yes.
I think he's gonna have to compete for the job, and the argument is who? Because remember, everybody that needs a quarterback is gonna get one in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So my argument now is, where are you gonna go? If he goes, let's say he goes to the Vikings.
Yeah.
You took away Kirk Cousins out of Dak. That's not much of a gap with that situation. Like not at all. And the defense is worse than what you got in Dallas. So then what's the difference?
A job's a job.
What'd you say?
That's a job.
No, I get it. A job is a job.
If you want to, I get it. But if you're like, all right, I'm a free agent. I need to sign somewhere to, prove myself type of thing. And if majority of these, I was about to say low income. These low.
That sounds about right.
You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
Or these lower teams haven't produced this season. They're gonna draft. Like Bears are gonna draft.
That's what I'm saying.
Jets won't draft the quarterback because they'll have Rodgers. More than likely.
It depends on how Zach Wilson looks from this point on. If Zach looks like, okay, he just fell off.
Yeah.
I can see him drafting someone, but he'll just sit behind Rodgers.
They're like, they have the Cardinals, and because they'll probably get rid of Murray whenever he's healthy enough. So then he'll be a free agent. The Panthers will just figure it out. Yeah. So it's like, I'm pretty sure.
Because you still have the Giants. Yeah. They're not going to stick with Jones. Raiders need a quarterback. But Raiders are up there. So everybody that desperately needs a quarterback is going to draft one of these 6 or 7 dudes because, yes, Caleb Williams is 1, Drake May is 2. But even then, there's still quality guys that you can build with. If Dak doesn't do anything, I don't know where he's going. because I'm not going to sit there and pay him a boatload of money where I could just get a
Well,
nice
no,
rookie.
I don't think someone will pay him a boatload.
Well, I think that depends if he wants to take a pay cut, which he's going to have to.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Raiders are going to pick him up. I don't think the Giants are going to pick him, especially if they're in a position
The Giants just paid
to.
Daniel Jones. There's no way they pay another quarterback.
Good Lord, especially not that amount of money.
Yeah.
I don't see how at this point he gets a realistic starting job unless it's a bridge.
Yeah.
Unless some team picks him up too and says, all right, guess what? You're only here to mentor him.
Yeah.
And then when he's ready, you're back up. If he's willing to accept that, then okay. But right now, they're going to make the playoffs because I think they're just, they're good enough to make the playoffs. But if you choke again, because once you get in the playoffs, everybody's coming for your life.
Yeah.
Like you said, you're going to have to probably go up against the Lions. And if it's in Detroit, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. If you manage, and I mean manage, to somehow get past Detroit, you got Philly or you got a 49ers. You're not going, you already proven you're not going to San Francisco. They beat you in Dallas and still came up the following year, said, well, come here, we're going to do it in our house to prove our point. And it was worse. You're not going to Philadelphia to beat them. That's not happening. So my argument is, if I know as much money as he had, this is still another contract year, and you're worse. I've seen players, they may suck, contract year, all pro elite, Super Bowl MVP, pay me money, goes back down. This man just said, I got my money, contract year. Just like, and I wonder if he thinks, who else are they going to get?
Yeah.
But my argument is, well, I still have CD Lamb I have to pay.
Yeah.
I think I paid Micah Parsons. I don't know if they did. No, they paid Diggs.
Yes.
Quan, they paid him. Micah Parsons get paid. I'm getting a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay him.
I mean, they still have Trey Lance and Russ, so they could
just hold on to them.
Yeah.
And then I would get another rookie and be like, guess what? Y'all
One of
gonna
y'all
figure
gotta
this
figure
out.
it out,
So one of y'all gonna win, and this gonna be it. I'm done. So it's wild. It was bad. Man, it was bad. How do you, okay, I'm sorry. It did. The play calling looked boring. Every throw looked bad. The routes were just like, itch. I don't know what to do. It's almost like we don't trust you to throw deep. And in one moment, they said, all right, we got to take a shot. It was a pick, and that was a wrap. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Tackles Football Show. I just need people to. Your division is like the most unhealthiest division I think I've ever witnessed in my life. Everybody's hurt. It just hit October.
I mean, I'm hurt on my team. I know Deontay's still on. I think that's it. Kenny had his
knee, but he's fine.
And plus, we have the bye week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so just everybody else in your
It's just my offense. It's just my play calling. Other than that, I think everyone else.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys should be fine. I mean, my only issue with your team and the injuries because your bye week is so early.
Yeah.
Now, as it goes on, it's like, okay, are people going to just start dropping like flies? Because it happens. Yeah. All right. Like I said, thank you so much for joining us for this episode. Till next time.